Time passes quickly, especially when you grow up in the public eye and handle it with grace. Princess Charlotte of Wales, the only daughter of Prince William and Princess Catherine, turns 10 this week. As Britain celebrates a decade of one of its most beloved young royals, it's a good time to reflect on the moments that have made Charlotte not just a princess, but also a national favorite. From her first appearance on the steps of a hospital to her confident presence at official events, Charlotte has grown into a smart, caring, and charming young girl. Now, as she turns 10, we look back at the special moments that have made her so loved by millions in the UK and around the world. Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana was born on May 2, 2015, making royal history. The world saw her for the first time when her proud parents showed her to the public just hours after her birth. Wrapped in a soft white blanket and held by her mother, Charlotte gave a small wave. At the time, it seemed like a tiny accident, but looking back, it feels almost like a sign of her future. That moment quickly created a special bond between Charlotte and the public. She was already winning hearts not only as a royal but also as a symbol of hope and tradition. Who can forget Charlotte's sweet role as a flower girl at major weddings? Whether it was Pippa Middleton's beautiful countryside wedding or Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's grand Windsor wedding, Charlotte was unforgettable in her flower crown and small white dress. At Harry and Meghan's wedding in 2018, Charlotte confidently waved to the crowd from the car, and again as she entered the chapel. Her behavior showed the perfect balance of royal manners and childlike charm. On a day full of glamour and attention, it was Charlotte's pure and graceful presence that stood out. Over the years, many royal fans have noticed how much Charlotte looks like her great-grandmother, the late Queen Elizabeth II. With her sparkling eyes and royal posture, Charlotte has inherited more than just the Windsor family features. She also carries the Queen's quiet strength and sense of responsibility. Even though she's still young, people have noticed this similarity. Photos comparing a young Queen Elizabeth to Charlotte became popular online, and they only increased people's love for the young princess. Charlotte represents not just the future but also the past and the legacy of a queen who ruled for over 70 years. Every year, the royal family shares photos to celebrate their children's birthdays, and Charlotte's pictures always bring joy. Often taken by her mother, Princess Kate, who is known for her photography skills, the photos show Charlotte growing up in a loving environment, surrounded by nature, and living a normal life despite her royal status. Whether she's holding a butterfly, hugging the family dog, or smiling mischievously in a field of flowers, these photos have become a cherished tradition for royal fans. They show Charlotte's personality in ways that public appearances can't. She's free-spirited, thoughtful, and always a little cheeky. Charlotte attends the well-known Lambrook School, where she does well in academics, sports, and the arts. She's known to be a curious learner and an active participant in school activities. Charlotte is already developing the work ethic and leadership qualities that are important to the royal family. But perhaps her most important role right now is being a big sister. Charlotte is often seen helping and looking after her younger brother, Prince Louis, during public events, showing her caring and responsible nature. Princess Charlotte has always been a source of joy and admiration for the public, with her caring and protective nature often shining through. Whether it's by gently holding her younger brother's hand during public appearances or offering him encouragement when they stand together on the balcony, her protective instinct as a big sister is clear. The photos of her watching over her siblings are some of the most heartwarming, reminding everyone that despite the titles and the formal traditions, the royal family is ultimately a loving and close-knit unit. Charlotte has become widely recognized for her facial expressions, which have quickly turned into internet sensations. Whether it's her furrowed brows when she's deep in thought, playful eye rolls, sly grins, or pure joy on her face, she doesn't shy away from showing what she's feeling. These candid moments, often captured by photographers during public events, have made Charlotte one of the most relatable members of the royal family. Unlike the stiff and reserved behavior typically expected from royal children in the past, Charlotte's unfiltered and natural reactions have captured the hearts of many, showing that even in such a formal environment, a child's authenticity still shines through. One of the most memorable moments was when she stuck her tongue out during the King's Cup regatta or the cheeky side eye she gave at the Trooping the Colour event, making her more relatable and down-to-earth in a way that few other royals have managed to do. In recent years, Charlotte has taken on a more visible role in royal duties, stepping into the spotlight with growing confidence. During Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee celebrations, Charlotte stood proudly beside her family, waving to the crowds and singing the national anthem with great enthusiasm. Even during moments of great sadness and somberness, such as the Queen's funeral procession, Charlotte showed remarkable composure for her age. She wore a small horseshoe brooch in tribute to the Queen's love of horses, symbolizing her thoughtful and respectful nature. Her maturity in these moments was widely praised, with many commentators noting how she seemed to grasp the seriousness and emotional weight of the occasion. This blend of empathy, composure, and resilience, especially at such a young age, is rare and deeply moving, showing a side of Charlotte that many people were not expecting from a child. As the monarchy continues to evolve and modernize, Princess Charlotte stands as a symbol of the future while also holding a deep connection to the past. She is third in line to the throne, and although she may not be expected to rule one day, her role within the royal family will still be significant. Charlotte represents a bridge between tradition and progress, a royal who is already changing the way we view young members of the family. With strong female role models like her mother, Princess Catherine, and her late great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, Charlotte is set to carry forward the values of compassion, integrity, and service that have always been central to the royal family's ethos. Charlotte is growing up at a time when the monarchy faces increased scrutiny, with changing public expectations. But if her first 10 years are any indication, she is more than ready to face this challenge with grace and strength. What makes Princess Charlotte so beloved isn't just her royal bloodline or her place in the royal hierarchy, it's her genuine authenticity in every public appearance. Whether she's curtsying to the Queen's coffin, running across a polo field in excitement, or giggling with her siblings during family moments, Charlotte exudes a warmth and relatability that cuts through the formality of royal life. In a world where the royal family is often seen as distant and otherworldly, Charlotte brings a refreshing change. She reminds everyone that, beyond the grandeur of Buckingham Palace and the formal ceremonies at Westminster Abbey, she is just a little girl who loves simple pleasures. She adores ponies, enjoys baking with her mom, and has shown her appreciation for essential workers by clapping for the NHS during the lockdown. These are the moments that make Charlotte not just a member of the royal family, but a national sweetheart in every sense of the word. Her kindness, warmth, and unpretentious nature have captured the hearts of millions, making her one of the most beloved young royals in modern history. Princess Charlotte is turning 10, and the whole country is celebrating not just her birthday but her journey so far. She has spent a decade growing up in the public eye, facing all the challenges and enjoying the privileges that come with it. Over these 10 years, she has shown her charm, cheekiness, and personality. We've watched her grow from a little girl into a symbol of hope for the future generation of royals. Looking ahead, Charlotte will have more public appearances and responsibilities, and we're sure there will be even more unforgettable moments. But if the last 10 years have shown us anything, it's that Charlotte doesn't just face challenges, she makes them brighter and more memorable. So, here's to Princess Charlotte, a young girl with a big heart, a royal with a rebellious spirit, and Britain's sweetheart. At just 10 years old, she has already left her mark on the world. Happy birthday, Charlotte. The best is yet to come.